Arvine announced that he was ending his engagement and intended to marry Whelmy Ernest instead, claiming both families had already agreed. Whelmy happily celebrated Arvine's decision, while Iora Ernest reacted in surprise. The narrator boasted about being superior to her half-sister in looks, fashion, and grades. For the graduation party, Arvine chose the narrator as his escort instead of Iora and smugly asked how she felt. The narrator accepted the engagement, hoping Iora would resent her. The narrator happily left, enjoying her apparent victory. The narrator believed her half-sister was looked down on and hoped she was angry. A month later, Iora was sent to marry a notorious marquis after being sold off by her family. Iora learned her new fiancé was infamous for his cruelty, making everyone believe she would suffer. People feared Iora would be abused, discarded, or used in cruel experiments. Iora was cast out by her family, while the narrator smugly said goodbye. The narrator celebrated Iora's departure and planned to spend the bride price on herself. 6 months later, the narrator's life suddenly fell apart. The narrator revealed that she had originally been born a commoner. The narrator grew up as the Earl's mistress's daughter, living an ordinary life without a surname. When she was 8, the narrator's mother married Earl Ernest after Iora's mother died, making Whelmy part of the new family. The narrator realized her mother's marriage marked the beginning of the Ernest family's decline. When Whelmy first met Iora, she was told to greet her as her new sister. Iora impressed everyone with her beauty, manners, and exceptional magical talent. Iora warmly introduced herself to Whelmy with a kind smile. The narrator wondered what Iora truly felt when she smiled at her despite the family's betrayal. Whelmy constantly dragged Iora around wherever she went. Iora always treated Whelmy with kindness and care. When they turned 10, the treatment of Whelmy and Iora began to change. Whelmy fell into a river and became seriously ill with a fever. While recovering, Whelmy noticed that her parents treated her and Iora differently. The family blamed Iora for Whelmy's accident, making her the scapegoat. Whelmy saw Iora crying after being wrongly blamed for the incident. After that incident, Whelmy distanced herself and stopped spending time with Iora. After the incident, Whelmy was spoiled by her parents. Whelmy received Iora's belongings while her sister was left with almost nothing. Whelmy was shocked to see how poorly Iora was dressed. Iora was forced into maid duties and excluded from the family, while Whelmy mocked her situation. Whelmy and her parents constantly mocked Iora and treated her with contempt. Iora was isolated, forced to wear glasses, and made to hide her appearance. Whelmy took everything that once belonged to Iora and proudly enjoyed the praise she received. Whelmy was expected to attend noble school and soon receive marriage proposals. Whelmy received a letter that caught her by surprise and sparked her curiosity. Arvine eagerly accepted the proposal, revealing that he had long wanted to marry Whelmy because of her beauty. Arvine's family welcomed the engagement, but he unexpectedly asked to see Iora instead. Arvine was shocked to find Iora quietly reading alone in the garden. Arvine was stunned by Iora's beauty and realized she had grown into an extraordinary woman. Whelmy mocked Arvine, pitying him for overlooking Iora's true charm. Arvine embraced Whelmy and expressed relief that he had chosen her. Whelmy warned Iora to stay away from both her and Arvine at school. Whelmy admitted that she had taken everything that once belonged to Iora. Another noble girl questioned Whelmy's behavior, pointing out that Arvine was Iora's fiancé. Whelmy dismissed the criticism and chose to surround herself only with people who supported her. Whelmy confronted Arvine after hearing that he had been spreading rumors about Iora. Arvine denied the rumors, but admitted someone suspicious was trying to get close to Iora. Iora quietly spent time in the library with a mysterious dark-haired boy. Whelmy interrupted Iora's conversation and drove away the poor Baron's son. Whelmy insisted that Iora didn't need help and could handle everything on her own. Iora explained that she was only completing the work her father had assigned to her. A classmate questioned why Whelmy cared so much about Iora despite claiming to hate her. Whelmy dismissed the Baron's son as an annoyance and brushed off the accusation. Whelmy claimed Iora was too kind to associate with someone as cowardly as him. Whelmy realized her parents were positioning her as the heir while trying to ruin Iora's value for marriage. Whelmy treated Iora like merchandise, warning her not to attract men while searching for the highest bidder. A nobleman politely apologized to Whelmy after accidentally bumping into her. Whelmy was startled to realize the man she met was the powerful Lord of Magic, Aides Ormerich. Whelmy noticed that Aides shared the same powerful purple eyes as Iora, though his expression remained cold. Whelmy became intrigued after hearing about Lord Ormerich's bad reputation. Whelmy decided she would gladly sell Iora to him. Whelmy told Iora to submit the report under her own name. Whelmy forced Iora to do her homework while she prepared for a party. Whelmy relied on Iora's intelligence to stay ahead and outperform her. Time passed as Whelmy continued living without concern. After selling Iora off, Whelmy forgot about her and focused entirely on planning her wedding. 6 months later, everything suddenly changed. Whelmy was shocked after hearing unexpected news. People reported that Iora had attended the previous night's party alongside the Lord of Magic. Whelmy laughed off the report, convinced people had mistaken Iora for someone else. Whelmy was stunned to see Iora elegantly attending the event beside the Lord of Magic. Before announcing the engagement, Whelmy's father tried to negotiate Iora's bride price with the Lord of Magic. The Lord of Magic introduced Iora as his fiancé to everyone. The Lord of Magic and Iora shared a graceful dance, drawing everyone's attention. Whelmy and her family watched in stunned disbelief as Iora appeared before them. Whelmy was shocked to see the poor Baron's son standing proudly beside Iora. Whelmy mocked Iora, trying to shame her despite her elegant appearance. The room fell silent as everyone watched Whelmy confront Iora. Iora firmly told Whelmy to be quiet and stop insulting the people important to her. Lord Aides stepped in and warned Whelmy that he would not tolerate her insulting Iora. Lord Aides rejected Whelmy outright, calling her a fool who had only mistreated Iora. Lord Aides exposed Whelmy's family for abusing Iora and rejected their excuses. Iora calmly said she was simply happier now. Lord Aides vowed to expose Whelmy's family's crimes. Lord Aides and Iora walked away together, leaving everyone speechless. The confrontation ended, and the judgment against Whelmy was about to begin. Whelmy realized she was about to face judgment for everything she had done to Iora. Whelmy smiled confidently, unaware that her downfall had already begun. Whelmy believed everything was unfolding exactly as she had planned. Lord Aides revealed that he had learned about everything after Whelmy's river accident. Whelmy recalled that Iora had remembered everything since the day they first met. Whelmy was captivated by Iora's breathtaking beauty when they first met. Whelmy admired Iora, wanted to be like her, and cherished her as a friend. Whelmy admired Iora's beauty and promised to find a gemstone that matched her eyes. Whelmy revealed that she had always been drawn to beautiful things. Iora warned Whelmy to be careful just before the accident occurred. Whelmy survived the fall into the shallow river, but became sick with a fever. Whelmy's family blamed Iora for the accident. While recovering, Whelmy realized that Iora had actually tried to save her. Whelmy watched in fear as her parents wrongly accused Iora. Whelmy realized her parents were laughing while Iora suffered alone. Whelmy realized her parents finally had an excuse to torment Iora. Whelmy began to question who her parents truly were. Whelmy tearfully apologized after realizing how badly Iora had been treated. Whelmy regretted hurting the kind sister she had always admired. Whelmy realized her parents had abandoned Iora while pretending to protect her. Whelmy's expression hardened as she quietly resolved herself. Whelmy admitted she was angry, but denied that Iora was responsible for her fall into the river. Whelmy accused the maid Uria of spreading lies about Iora. The maid revealed that Whelmy had slipped into the river by accident and that Iora was innocent. Lord Aides praised Uria after she revealed the truth about Iora's innocence. Whelmy admitted that she had joined in abusing Iora and stealing her belongings. Whelmy realized the necklace she stole from Iora could never truly be hers. Whelmy's mother encouraged her to keep Iora's treasured necklace for herself. Whelmy's mother gave her Iora's late mother's necklace despite Iora's protests. When offered the necklace, Whelmy finally admitted that it truly belonged to Iora. Whelmy feared that returning the necklace would only lead to Iora being falsely accused again. After that, Whelmy secretly kept all of Iora's belongings, hoping to return them someday. When Iora left, Whelmy secretly ordered her belongings to be placed in Iora's luggage, so she would not be falsely accused of stealing. Lord Aides praised Aria for secretly protecting Iora's belongings. Whelmy exposed the truth, revealing that Iora's possessions had always belonged to her. Whelmy revealed that every item rightfully belonged to Iora, Ernest. Whelmy proved the jewels belonged to Iora, exposing the truth before everyone. Lord Aides condemned Whelmy's fiancé and accused him of falsely blaming Iora. Whelmy believed her plan was succeeding, even as her downfall drew near. Lord Aides exposed how Whelmy's family stole from Iora, humiliated her, and forced her into isolation. Whelmy falsely claimed that Iora had chosen her own miserable life and willingly distanced herself from the family. Whelmy mocked Iora's made uniform while pretending it suited her. Whelmy convinced herself that mistreating Iora was a way of protecting her. The woman ordered the work finished at once, forcing the girl to keep cleaning in a hurry. Arieth secretly helped Iora while Whelmy struggled with her doubts. Whelmy realized her parents treated Iora unfairly and came up with a plan. Whelmy decided to hide her protection behind cruelty to shield Iora from her parents. Whelmy convinced herself that pushing Iora away was the only way to protect her. Whelmy used Iora's striking eyes as an excuse to make her hide her beauty. Whelmy pretended to reject Iora's appearance while secretly wishing she could dress beautifully. Whelmy suggested isolating Iora in another building, believing it would keep her safe. Whelmy accepted that Iora might hate her if it meant keeping her safe. Lord Aides questioned why Iora had been abandoned instead of cared for when she fell ill. Lord Aides revealed that Iora never hated doctors and had simply been neglected by her family. Lord Aides exposed that Iora's family secretly arranged medical care and supplies while pretending to neglect her. Whelmy revealed that others secretly cared for Iora while her parents stayed away. Whelmy secretly worried that Iora was skipping meals and not taking care of herself. Whelmy quietly made sure Iora always had enough food, even if no one noticed. Whelmy pretended to insult Iora while secretly bringing her food. Whelmy secretly arranged for a doctor to visit Iora after making sure she had eaten. Whelmy quietly celebrated after learning Iora's fever had finally broken. Whelmy laughed it off after being told to stop worrying so much about Iora. Whelmy hid her concern while her father mocked Iora's misfortune. Whelmy was horrified as she realized her parents seemed willing to let Iora die. Whelmy could not understand why her parents hated Iora so deeply. Whelmy secretly kept protecting Iora while making her parents believe she disliked her. Whelmy secretly hired an excellent governess for Iora while accepting an ordinary one for herself. As enrollment approached, Whelmy finalized her plan to protect Iora in secret. Whelmy resolved to help Iora escape, even if it meant sacrificing herself. Lord Aides exposed the family's abuse and wasteful spending, proving Iora had been exploited all along. Lord Aides uncovered financial records, proving Iora was not responsible for the lavish spending. Whelmy stared back with quiet confidence as the accusations began to shake her family. Whelmy revealed that she had anonymously provided the evidence exposing the fraudulent accounts. Whelmy revealed that keeping the account book had always been Iora's responsibility. Whelmy revealed that her father pushed most of the accounting work onto Iora, while she secretly checked and completed the records herself. Whelmy sensed that something about the situation was not right. Whelmy discovered a receipt that revealed why her father had kept Iora away from the accounts. Whelmy trusted Gordley to quietly inform her if anything happened to Iora. Whelmy became alarmed after noticing Iora had unexpectedly left her room. Whelmy interrupted her father with an apology before confronting him. Whelmy deliberately invited her father for iced tea while making sure Iora was present. Iora exposed the mismatched receipts, confirming Whelmy's suspicions about the falsified accounts. Iora exposed that their father had been secretly falsifying the family's finances. Whelmy checked on Iora's health, but Iora coldly refused to say anything more. Whelmy claimed she was protecting Iora's future by keeping her from provoking their father. Whelmy endured the misunderstanding and resolved to keep helping Iora no matter what. Whelmy secretly gathered evidence, while Iora remained too overwhelmed with work to notice. The handwriting in the account books was revealed to belong to Whelmy, exposing her secret involvement. Whelmy denied knowing about her father's tax fraud and illegal bookkeeping. Whelmy kept pretending to be innocent, hoping the truth would be revealed at the right moment. Lord Aides revealed that the cursed magic items linked to Iora had suspicious origins, suggesting someone else had acquired them. Lord Aides revealed that the cursed item had been purchased by a rotund, middle-aged nobleman. Lord Aides revealed that the cursed items had been registered under Iora's name to frame her. Whelmy cornered her father until his desperate denial sounded like a confession. Whelmy dismissed the accusation, insisting it was impossible for Iora to have framed their father with the cursed items. Whelmy revealed that their father had tried to kill Iora by planting cursed items in her room. Whelmy revealed that she had secretly broken the curses herself to protect Iora. Whelmy revealed that her vermilion eyes allowed her to secretly neutralize the cursed items and protect Iora. Whelmy desperately trained her magic after realizing the cursed items posed a danger to Iora. Lord Aides condemned Earl Ernest's actions, leaving the disgraced noble speechless. Lord Aides revealed that his harsh reputation came from exposing corrupt nobles, which was why Whelmy trusted him with Iora. Whelmy silently accepted the truth. Whelmy realized Lord Aides was nothing like the rumors claimed. As she came of age, Whelmy was finally allowed to attend noble parties. Whelmy drew Arvine's attention away from Iora with ease. Whelmy realized Arvine cared only about outward beauty. Whelmy realized Arvine was unworthy of Iora and never trusted him. Whelmy hinted that Arvine seemed more interested in her than in his own fiancé. Whelmy admitted that Arvine wanted to marry her instead of Iora. The sisters became the center of gossip after Whelmy took Iora's fiancé. Whelmy accepted the rumors, believing they would keep opportunists away from Iora. Whelmy believed distancing herself from Iora would keep unwanted men away from her sister. Whelmy insisted that anyone worthy of Iora should recognize her true value. Whelmy introduced Carla, believing the reserve girl would understand Iora better than most people. Whelmy realized her actions looked suspicious, but believed they were necessary to protect Iora. Whelmy urged Carla to stay by Iora's side, believing she needed a true friend. A few days later, Whelmy spotted Carla and Iora spending time together. Whelmy felt relieved, believing Iora had finally found loyal friends who would protect her after she was gone. Whelmy realized a mistake had been made and rushed to keep the boy away from Iora. Whelmy noticed Baron Leo approaching Iora and remained wary despite sensing he was not a bad person. Whelmy saw Leo as dangerous because he seemed able to see through everything. Whelmy feared Leo might uncover Iora's hidden beauty and ruin her plan. Whelmy believed Iora still needed protection until the truth about her beauty was revealed. Whelmy searched for someone better than Leo to replace Arvine and protect Iora's future. The day of the debutante ball finally arrived. Whelmy found no suitable match for Iora at the ball and left disappointed. Lord Aides caught Whelmy before she fell and checked if she was hurt. Whelmy saw only honesty and sincerity in Lord Aides' eyes. Whelmy politely thanked Lord Aides, but remained wary of him. Whelmy recognized Lord Aides as the renowned Lord of Magic, famous for his unmatched power and status. Whelmy believed Lord Aides' cold reputation was only a facade to keep shallow people away. Whelmy immediately realized that Lord Aides was the perfect person to entrust Iora with. After finding Lord Aides, Whelmy worked tirelessly to gain his attention and secure Iora's future. Whelmy secretly sent Lord Aides a letter exposing Iora's suffering and the Ernest family's crimes. Whelmy entrusted Leo with delivering the letter to Lord Aides despite mocking him along the way. Whelmy noticed Leo had been meeting Iora. Whelmy realized Leo had returned. Whelmy noticed Leo and Iora growing closer. Whelmy accepted Leo after realizing he genuinely wanted to protect Iora. Leo refused Whelmy's orders and revealed the letter had come from Iora. Whelmy ordered Leo to follow her plan if he truly wanted to save Iora. Whelmy mocked Leo while he admitted she clearly disliked him. Whelmy laughed off Leo's remark and told him to speak his mind. Leo responded with a calm, knowing smile. Whelmy prepared a backup plan, treating everything as a risky gamble. Whelmy decided to place all her trust in Leo to help save Iora. Leo agreed to follow Whelmy's plan, leaving her unimpressed. Whelmy learned that Leo had successfully delivered the evidence to Lord Aides. Whelmy felt immense relief when Lord Aides chose Iora as his bride. Lord Aides suddenly kissed Whelmy, leaving her completely stunned. Whelmy believed Lord Aides would treat Iora kindly and gladly in the engagement once he met her. Whelmy secretly prepared more evidence by revealing that the reports had been written by Iora. Whelmy's letters exposed the truth, drawing the Magic Ministry's attention to Iora. Lord Aides declared that the crimes would lead to charges of tax fraud and attempted murder. Lord Aides turned the accusation around, exposing the absurdity of blaming Iora instead of the real culprit. Lord Aides declared that Earl Ernest would be punished no matter how he tried to justify his crimes. Lord Aides ordered Earl Ernest's immediate arrest. Lady Ernest denied involvement, but she was accused of her own crimes and taken into custody. Lord Aides exposed the family's marriage fraud, leaving everyone in shock. Whelmy accepted that exposing the truth would ruin her family, but chose to protect Iora anyway. Whelmy realized her plan had unexpectedly put Iora's future engagement at risk. Whelmy was shocked when Spellmaster Clartz suddenly appeared before her. Whelmy recognized Clartz as the Spellmaster who had taught her how to break curses. Lord Aides introduced Clartz as a certified master dispeller and his trusted ally. Whelmy denied knowing Clartz despite their past connection. Whelmy grew uneasy as she realized Lord Aides and Clartz already knew each other. Whelmy feared Lord Aides had discovered she was the anonymous informant. Whelmy doubted Clartz had exposed her secret and trusted his honesty. Whelmy first met Clartz while seeking help to remove the curses from the magic items. Whelmy apologized, leaving Clartz surprised. Clartz revealed that their shared vermilion eyes were a rare trait linked to families gifted in dispelling magic. Whelmy began to suspect she was not her father's biological daughter. Whelmy realized Clartz shared her rare vermilion eyes, but pushed the thought aside. Whelmy begged Clartz to take her as his apprentice in dispelling magic. Whelmy secretly arranged to study under Clartz without drawing suspicion. Whelmy secretly learned to break the curses herself to avoid raising suspicion. Whelmy chose to bear the danger alone by breaking the curses herself. Whelmy refused to expose her father, believing Iora's future depended on it. Clartz accepted Whelmy as his apprentice. Whelmy uncovered proof of her true parentage while training under Clartz. Lord Aides exposed Whelmy's true origin. Clartz revealed records proving Whelmy's past. Clartz revealed that Whelmy's mother had become Earl Ernest's mistress. Clartz revealed that Iora was abused so Whelmy could become the heir. Clartz revealed that Iora was actually the previous Earl's true daughter. Lord Aides exposed the scheme that stole Iora's rightful inheritance. Lord Aides revealed that the previous Countess's diary contained the truth. Lord Aides proved that Iora was the rightful heir and Whelmy's aunt. Lord Aides revealed that Earl Ernest had no blood relation to the family's true heir. Lord Aides revealed that Iora and Whelmy came from entirely different bloodlines. Clartz apologized after revealing the painful truth to Whelmy. She questioned why the Spellmaster had treated her so kindly and taught her rare dispelling techniques unavailable to ordinary customers. She regretted doubting the Spellmaster after realizing he had protected her secret. He apologized for involving her in a plan that could ruin her daughter after all her kindness. She accepted her fate and apologized to Clartz. Evidence revealed her role in the abuse and cover-up. She accepted that she deserved to be judged. She quietly called Iora Ernest's name. He shocked everyone by calling off their engagement. She was left stunned by his unexpected announcement. She was confused by the sudden turn of events. Arvine suddenly demanded to know what would happen to his inheritance. The truth revealed that Whelmy had no claim to the Ernest inheritance, leaving Arvine worried about his own future. The revelation stripped both Whelmy and Arvine of any claim to the succession. It was revealed that Zora had no right to inherit the noble title despite her upbringing. It was revealed that only a child born from a direct blood descendant could inherit the title. Arvine desperately begged Iora to become engaged to him instead. She couldn't believe Arvine was asking for another chance after treating Iora so badly. She warned that the family would lose everything unless they could repay their debts and make amends. He walked away, eager to see how the consequences would unfold. She questioned why he had broken off his engagement with her sister. She realized he still wanted Iora's engagement to succeed. He acknowledged her troubled past, but insisted her bloodline still made her unworthy. He suddenly kissed her, leaving everyone shocked. She tried to pull away as the stunned crowd looked on. She angrily defended her sister and rejected the insult. She broke down in tears as everyone watched in silence. She realized her secret had been completely exposed. She mocked his actions and praised her sister's courage. She shocked everyone by striking a royal noble despite the difference in status. She realized her plan had failed and that her sister had uncovered the truth. She accepted her failure and admitted she had misjudged Hades' ORM. She furiously defended her sister and condemned his arrogance. She revealed that Iora's research had greatly advanced healing magic and medicine. She revealed that Iora's brilliance and tireless work had earned recognition even from the magic ministry. She praised Iora's talent, hard work, and dedication, calling her an exceptional person. She argued that Iora deserved respect despite her family's mistakes. She urged him to abandon his title, believing Iora deserved the freedom she had fought for. She admitted her plan had failed, even though she only wanted Iora to live a happy life. She regretted trusting him and declared that Iora deserved far better. She blamed Arvine for ending the engagement and angrily told him to leave Iora alone. She mocked Arvine for missing the obvious truth behind the rumors and accusations. She realized the rumors had been true when the crown prince mysteriously disappeared after enrolling. She uncovered records showing the crown prince secretly entered the academy under another name. She discovered the baron's son had faked his grades while the disguised crown prince consistently ranked at the top. She concluded the disguise was meant to hide the crown prince's true identity. She admitted she had swapped the reports after uncovering the truth behind the rankings. She questioned whether what she had done was truly right. She revealed the mysterious student was actually Crown Prince Leonio Lionel and challenged Arvine to stop pretending. She accused him of hiding behind his secret identity instead of protecting Iora openly. His true identity left everyone in stunned disbelief. She exposed Arvine's crimes against the Crown Prince, putting his life at risk. She admitted her plan had failed and accepted whatever happened next. He praised Whelmy's bold stand, acknowledging her courage despite everything. He assured her that she would not face treason charges despite everything that had happened. He revealed that the crown had already pardoned her, recognizing that she had exposed the Earl family's crimes. He explained that the law protected witnesses who exposed crimes, which was why she had been pardoned. He praised her clever scheme and admitted she had even managed to outplay him. He ordered the culprits to be taken away, declaring the matter settled. The nobles were arrested and taken away to await the crown's judgment. As Arvine desperately denied everything, she coldly told him to stay away from her. She declared that she had achieved her goal and refused to be manipulated by him. She accepted losing everything, believing that freeing her sister was enough. She wished she had been punished, but accepted that the decision could no longer be changed. When offered a reward, she asked that all forgiveness be given to her sister instead. She asked that Iora's future be protected so her sister could live freely and pursue her dreams. She urged him to stay with Iora, warning that she deserved better than a coward. She realized Iora still needed someone to support her, even after gaining her freedom. She wondered why he kept stirring such strong emotions within her. She realized her deception had failed and questioned why he could see through her so easily. She offered to do anything she could in return for his help. She offered herself in exchange, willing to endure anything to repay him. She begged for mercy, saying she would accept any punishment. She insisted that all she wanted was for her sister to be saved. He shocked her by proposing marriage instead of demanding punishment. He offered to save Iora and support her future on one condition. Whelmy had to become his wife. She stared at him in disbelief, unable to understand his unexpected proposal. She realized his eyes were the same as the mysterious man she had met at the debutante ball. He revealed that he had been searching for her for years and remembered every encounter they had shared. He pointed out that multiple noble women had been present, making their meeting seem like nothing more than a coincidence. He revealed that several people had seen through her plan and had been aware of it from the very beginning. He revealed that Iora had seen through her plan all along. She decided the only way to end everything was to follow through with her original plan. She accepted defeat and quietly surrendered. He praised her intelligence, determination, and bold plan, acknowledging the talent behind her actions. He asked Whelmy to give her final answer to his unexpected proposal. She accepted his proposal and pledged herself to AIDS from that moment on. AIDS publicly introduced Whelmy as his fiancé, leaving everyone stunned. She finally realized that becoming his fiancé had been his plan from the very beginning. She realized his plan had never been about her sister at all. AIDS addressed Whelmy as his wife and invited her to ask whatever she wanted. After everything that had happened, Whelmy quietly prepared to hear what AIDS had to say next. After the banquet resumed, those involved met privately. The Attorney General postponed the formal statement and left. Iora silently hugged Whelmy, leaving her speechless. Iora apologized for not being able to save Whelmy sooner. Whelmy reassured Iora that there was nothing to apologize for. Whelmy insisted that Iora had nothing to blame herself for. Iora noticed Whelmy's exhaustion and realized she had overworked herself after leaving the estate. Whelmy admitted she had pushed herself to the limit to support the household and protect Iora. Iora assured Whelmy that she had already done more than enough for her. Iora revealed she had disguised herself and arranged for Whelmy to work at the detached house. Iora revealed that she had secretly cared for Whelmy when she fell ill. The maid revealed that Iora had secretly looked after Whelmy and even left her valuable belongings behind to protect her. Whelmy denied the accusation, insisting it was only a misunderstanding. She realized Iora had cared for her all along despite everything. She awkwardly admitted that engraving Iora's name on the jewelry had been intentional. She admitted she had sold her jewelry to secretly support Iora. They explained that Whelmy exposing the crown prince's identity was what first made them suspicious. He grew suspicious after noticing the clue and discovering the sisters' connection. He realized she had another motive after the truth remained hidden despite the rumors. He quietly confirmed his suspicions after discussing the matter with Carla. He realized Iora had acted to protect Whelmy from an even worse fate. They changed their strategy, choosing to expose the family's crimes and save Iora publicly. They secretly hid Iora, cared for her, and arranged a safe place for her to recover. He secretly financed the operation himself and convinced others to cooperate without raising suspicion. Iora stayed behind because escaping alone wasn't an option. She revealed that Iora had secretly protected her all along. He admitted that, despite everything, Whelmy's actions had also helped save him. Iora refused to believe Whelmy would have accepted such a fate. He admitted that Whelmy's desperate plea to save Iora had left him unsure how to respond. The others teased AIDS for struggling to handle Whelmy's emotional plea. They teased AIDS for acting like he had fallen for Whelmy. Whelmy realized that her actions had unexpectedly helped AIDS and Leo. She realized AIDS was far kinder than the cold image he showed to others. Whelmy wondered if the gentle side AIDS showed her was his true self. Whelmy froze in stunned disbelief. Whelmy wondered what AIDS would demand from her as his new wife. Carla reflected that she had accepted AIDS' proposal because she already admired him, even if she wasn't sure she fully liked him yet. Lady Carla approached Whelmy because she believed it would help her. Whelmy realized Iora had pushed Arvine toward her on purpose and silently endured being neglected to protect her sister. Whelmy never spoke ill of Iora and always refused to believe the rumors about her. Whelmy refused to listen to anyone speaking badly about Iora, despite being misunderstood by others. AIDS came after receiving Leo's letter. AIDS admitted he became interested after receiving Whelmy's heartfelt letter. Aides praised Whelmy and accepted her wish to entrust Iora to him. Whelmy was left flustered by Aides' shameless behavior. Whelmy realized Aides had misunderstood her letter, but admitted his interest had achieved its purpose. Whelmy regretted not realizing Aides' true intentions sooner. Clartz revealed he was Whelmy's father and was pleased by the ally she had gathered. Whelmy revealed that Clartz was her true father and believed he had cared for her mother until the end. Whelmy wondered how to face her real father, Clartz. Clartz regretted losing contact with Whelmy and not accepting her sooner. Clartz never regretted leaving the dukedom, knowing Whelmy never wanted the title. Clartz admitted he missed the past, but was satisfied with the life he had chosen. Whelmy realized her mother frightened her while always treating Iora with unexpected kindness. Whelmy wondered if their lives would have changed if her mother had chosen someone else. Whelmy apologized, believing that without her mother, Iora would still be suffering under Earl Ernest. Whelmy proudly declared that, despite everything, she had succeeded in saving Iora. Clartz happily accepted Whelmy as part of his family while joking about their new relationship. Whelmy awkwardly tried to act more respectfully after realizing her status had changed. Whelmy realized that after the Ernest family's fall, she and Iora would become commoners and face uncertain futures. Aides reassured Whelmy that everything would be fine as long as she married before losing her noble status. Aides revealed that Iora was already handling the Ernest family's inheritance paperwork. Iora was temporarily appointed countess until the inheritance issue was resolved. Iora planned to inherit the title first and then become engaged to Leo. Whelmy worried that losing her inheritance would also affect her relationship with Iora and Leo. Clartz officially acknowledged Whelmy as his biological daughter, restoring her place in the Lyra family. Clartz revealed he had always known Whelmy was his daughter and personally raised her as his apprentice. Clartz assured Whelmy that neither her bloodline nor her past would make him abandon her. Whelmy tearfully accepted Clartz as her father for the first time. Everyone was moved as Whelmy finally smiled again, making Aria and the others happy to see her at peace. The group happily noted that Whelmy was finally smiling again, sharing the same warmth and joy as Iora. Aides jokingly enjoyed the attention Whelmy received, while the lively conversation left everyone flustered. Whelmy smiled with genuine relief and happiness after everything she had endured. Whelmy realized that, in the end, things had not turned out so badly. Later that night, the honored guests quietly left the engagement celebration before it ended. After the banquet, Iora arrived at the Ormeridge residence. Aides placed Iora under protection and temporarily forbade her from going outside. Iora realized the Ormeridge family had long protected vulnerable nobles, which is why she was under Aides' care. Iora welcomed Whelmy's arrival while reflecting on Aides' influence and authority. Iora found Aides quietly enjoying a drink as she approached him. Iora anxiously wondered about Aides' intentions before their wedding. Iora recalled Aides' fearsome reputation as the Lord of Magic. Aides suddenly pulled Iora into a close embrace, leaving her stunned. Aides admitted he was only acting the way he believed Iora wanted. Aides gently embraced Iora, leaving her flustered. Aides teased the embarrassed Iora after noticing how shy she became. Aides teased the flustered Whelmy for acting so innocent. Iora realized Aides' touch felt completely different from the disgust she once felt toward others. Iora reflected that, unlike with Arvine, she willingly let Aides hold her close. Iora shyly asked Aides why he liked her so much, while he playfully avoided giving a direct answer. Aides revealed he had admired Iora's abilities and always viewed her in a positive light. Iora wondered why someone as accomplished as Aides had chosen her despite having countless admirers. Iora realized Aides was teasing her and enjoying her reactions. Aides revealed he had noticed Iora from the moment they first met. Aides asked Iora to call him simply by his name, deepening their closeness. Aides admitted he became interested because Iora looked only at him. Iora explained she had only been searching for someone worthy of entrusting with her sister. Aides suggested that Iora had fallen for him the moment their eyes met. Iora denied Aides' assumption, but was visibly flustered by his words. Aides urged Iora to stop hiding her true feelings and be honest with him. Aides gently pressed Iora to reveal what she truly felt. Iora shyly admitted she had fallen for Aides. Iora realized she and Aides understood each other from the moment they met. Iora's feelings for Aides quietly grew stronger, though she could not admit it. Aides admitted he was captivated by Iora and believed she deserved someone worthy of her. Iora realized Aides had been looking at her the same way she looked at him. Aides revealed that Whelmie's letter rekindled his interest in Iora and led him to investigate her. Iora was surprised that Aides had identified her as the anonymous sender. Aides revealed that Whelmie's handwriting exposed her identity. Aides explained that Whelmie's unique handwriting gave her away despite the disguise. Aides pointed out that Whelmie's handwriting was softer and more rounded than Iora's. Aides told Whelmie that her own talents were unique and valuable. Whelmie admitted she could not understand what made her special compared to Iora. Whelmie realized Aides admired her for who she truly was. Aides kissed Whelmie, determined to claim all of her first true affections. Whelmie realized Aides' kiss felt completely different from her experience with Arvine. Whelmie realized Aides' kiss filled her with unexpected warmth. Whelmie admitted she liked the kiss and wanted to savor the moment. Aides looked at Whelmie and told her it was now her turn to make the next move. Whelmie became flustered as Aides playfully insisted it was her turn to return his affection. Whelmie realized Aides would keep teasing and asking for her affection from now on. Aides softly asked Whelmie to close her eyes. Whelmie shyly leaned in and kissed Aides, returning his feelings at last. Whelmie nervously realized her kiss had landed in the wrong place and blushed in embarrassment. Aides playfully accepted the kiss and suggested trying again. Aides assured Whelmie he would let her rest and gave her a room of her own. Aides quietly left Whelmie to rest alone. Aides playfully reminded Whelmie that they now belonged to each other. Whelmie realized Aides would never let her go and that she was falling deeper in love with him. Whelmie realized she was hopelessly in love with Aides. The story flashed back to events that took place 6 months before the judgment party. Aides became intrigued after reading a mysterious letter. Aides questioned the crown prince's true intentions. Leo jokingly told Aides to relax and call him by his name in private. Aides admitted that only Leo could speak to him so casually in private. The Ormerich family held influence powerful enough to rival the royal family. The Ormerich family was one of the kingdom's most powerful noble houses. The Ormerich family had long been a pillar of the royal lineage. The Ormerich family earned great prestige through generations of powerful mages. The Lionel family seized the throne while the Ormerich family remained neutral. The Ormerich family remained one of the kingdom's most powerful houses. Aides confirmed the letter came from Whelmie and revealed he had seen it before. Leo realized the anonymous letter had sparked everything that followed. Leo realized Iora still didn't trust him and had misunderstood Whelmie's intentions. Aides concluded that Whelmie had already prepared everything and never expected Iora to discover the truth. Aides became interested after learning that Clartz was safeguarding the evidence. Leo realized Whelmie's ties to Clartz made perfect sense. The Learaud family was renowned for its natural talent in dispelling curses. The rare vermilion eyes marked the blessed bloodline of the Learaud family. Aides became even more interested after learning of Whelmie's connection to Clartz. Aides suspected Whelmie's unusual traits came from her mother's hidden past. Leo learned that Iora had been abused by her family. Aides realized the sisters cared for each other despite appearances. Leo admired Whelmie for hiding her true feelings to protect Iora. Leo admitted he initially misunderstood Whelmie, but came to believe in her sincerity. Leo admitted that Whelmie had called him a coward. Leo admitted that Whelmie believed he was too afraid to reveal his true identity and save Iora. Aides showed Leo a report from Whelmie, impressed by her resolve despite knowing his true identity. Aides noticed the report's topic matched Whelmie's work, but the handwriting was different. Aides realized the matching handwriting suggested the reports had been deliberately made to look alike. Leo admitted he would never have uncovered the truth without Iora's clue. The letter hinted that Whelmie had swapped the sisters' reports to protect Iora. Aides realized Whelmie's plan relied on making Iora appear to be the sender. Aides reflected that Whelmie was the first noble woman to truly capture his interest. Aides realized Whelmy intended to take the blame alongside Iora. Aides decided to join Whelmy's plan. Aides agreed to help, but planned to adjust Whelmy's scheme to protect her. Aides declared that he would personally take Whelmy under his protection. Aides insisted on saving Whelmy himself rather than following her original plan. Leo proposed treating Whelmy as a key witness instead of a culprit. Leo concluded that, under Aides' plan, only Iora and Whelmy would lose their titles and become commoners. She said Whelmy needed to inherit the earnest lands to secure their future. He agreed to persuade the Attorney General for Iora's sake. He promised to cancel Iora's engagement if she passed the test. He reflected on how much she had changed since they first met. He realized she had grown without losing her kindness. She quietly reflected while he sat down and began writing a letter. He noted that Leo was still hiding something important. She wondered why he had chosen her as his future wife. She teased Leo, who nervously admitted he had his reasons. He explained that he had been weak as a child, had no urgent reason to marry, and was expected to choose a fiancé at the academy. He explained that he wanted a wise woman capable of standing beside him. He had only heard rumors that she was an overlooked noblewoman. She explained that Aides' cold reputation hid someone who simply enjoyed teasing people. He explained that Iora's poor reputation came from being overshadowed by Whelmy. He revealed that Iora deliberately hid her true abilities to protect Whelmy. Iora said she hid her talent to support Whelmy and avoid upsetting her parents. He realized Iora's words came from her concern for Whelmy. Even the comment made Iora feel sad. He realized the sisters cared deeply for each other despite the misunderstandings. He realized the sisters were only acting to protect each other. He admired Whelmy for sacrificing herself to protect Iora. She asked him to explain how Iora fell in love. She agreed to his request without hesitation. Before meeting Iora, he wondered why so many nobles acted foolishly. He wondered if this was what his father had meant. He believed even familiar lessons could still be useful. He saw the academy as a valuable learning opportunity. Leo asked what kind of experience he meant. He wanted to find true friends, not love. He believed love should never come before duty. He realized the academy would expose nobles to discrimination and social barriers. He explained that attending the academy was essential to understand the kingdom's people. He explained that true leaders should judge people by merit, not status. He said the kingdom must keep supporting and listening to the disadvantaged. Within a month, he finally understood his father's lesson. He attended the academy in disguise to hide his royal status. He used a flawless disguise to conceal his true identity. Even with the disguise, he left clues that the observant could uncover. Disguised as a baron's son, he was treated as someone beneath the nobles. He realized how deeply status-based discrimination shaped the academy. He became ashamed of those who judged others by status alone. He saw Arvine and Whelmy as nobles who thrived on rumors and mockery. They laughed together, enjoying each other's company. He noted that, despite the rumors, she was undeniably beautiful. He dismissed her as someone who relied only on her beauty. He noticed a quiet girl who always kept to herself. He realized the quiet girl was Whelmy's sister, Iora. He learned that Iora was mistreated despite being Whelmy's half-sister. He decided not to approach her, fearing it would only make things worse. She admitted she had never considered it until coming to the academy. He realized that beneath her disguise, Iora possessed extraordinary beauty and grace. He was stunned by Iora's striking purple eyes. He wondered why someone so beautiful kept hiding herself behind plain clothes and a sad expression. He wanted to uncover the truth. He returned to class, knowing he couldn't attract attention. He wanted to speak with Iora, but had to let her leave. He politely asked Iora if he could sit with her. He realized following her for days had probably made her uncomfortable. Iora politely greeted him, recognizing him as the crown prince. He was left completely shocked. He quietly approached and sat beside Iora. He apologized, realizing his disguise had failed to fool Iora. He was captivated by Iora's beauty. He admitted he had never paid much attention to Iora until that moment. He asked her to call him Leo and treat him as an ordinary baron's son. Iora acknowledged his secret and agreed to call him Leo. He asked her to drop the formal title and simply call him Leo. She shyly called him Leo. He admitted that the way she uncovered his identity was impressive. Iora revealed that his transformation spell did not work on her. A sudden noise interrupted the moment. He realized Iora could see through his disguise and recognize his true appearance. He acknowledged the Academy's unfair treatment of commoners and listened to her point. She suggested that her stronger mana allowed her to see through his spell. He understood that the spell also failed against AIDS. She explained that only powerful purple eyes could naturally see through the spell. He realized her purple eyes were the reason she could see through his disguise. She explained that she noticed his unusual purple eyes despite the disguise. She revealed that her mother had hidden her purple eyes with magic, but the spell was fading. She revealed that only Whelmy knew the truth about her purple eyes. He assumed Whelmy's rare eyes had made her look down on Iora. He wondered if Iora had been ostracized by her family because of her rare eyes. He apologized, and Iora explained that her family's treatment had nothing to do with her eyes. Iora insisted that Whelmy was not trying to ostracize her. He accepted that she had her own reasons and stopped pressing the issue. Iora asked him not to misunderstand Whelmy. He decided to investigate further. He noticed the stark contrast between the frail Iora and the spoiled Whelmy and resolved to help uncover the truth. He asked to meet Iora again the next day, eager to learn more about her. Iora happily agreed, admitting she wanted a friend. After that, they met regularly and grew closer through their conversations. As they spent more time together, he grew fond of Iora and began to resent the Earnest family for how they treated her. She teased him for finally falling in love, while he awkwardly denied it. He admitted that he admired intelligent women, making Whelmy an unexpected exception. He believed Whelmy was doing her best to protect Iora. She questioned whether Whelmy had anyone else she could truly trust. He admitted he had never shown Whelmy she could rely on him. He believed Whelmy trusted no one but him. He urged him to explain Iora's situation, convinced AIDS already understood everything. Iora often skipped meals because Arvine and Whelmy were there. Iora survived on bread to avoid Arvine. He arranged for Iora to eat privately after confronting the issue. Although she ate little, Iora gradually became healthier. He secretly sheltered Iora to protect her identity and safety. She analyzed his transformation magic and recreated it herself. Later, Carla and a few trusted students joined their circle. Iora believed Whelmy's distance proved she could be trusted. He wondered how Whelmy seemed to know everything. As time passed, Iora gradually revealed her beauty and confidence. Iora wanted to save Whelmy despite everything. He decided that saving Iora mattered more than saving Whelmy. He believed Iora would endure the broken engagement and keep moving forward. Iora accepted the pain, believing Whelmy was sacrificing herself to protect her. He resolved to save both Iora and Whelmy. He believed Whelmy might truly be protecting Iora, but wanted to confirm it himself. He believed Whelmy deserved the credit for protecting Iora all along. He chose to stay in the background if that was what Iora wanted. He claimed to know Iora better than AIDS. He accepted letting go of his feelings if it would help Iora. He only wished to earn Iora's love. A quiet arrival hinted that someone new had appeared. A month had passed since she moved into the Ormridge residence. Iora happily visited her for the first time. Iora greeted Whelmy warmly. Iora praised Whelmy's beauty with a smile. Iora admired Whelmy's natural beauty and elegance. After becoming a temporary countess, Iora returned to the Earnest residence to manage its affairs. Whelmy quietly asked Iora how she liked living there. Whelmy blushed, caught off guard by the question. Whelmy admitted AIDS had been spoiling her for the past month. She revealed that AIDS had kept her indoors, except when he was working. She admitted that AIDS stayed by her side, hugging and kissing her every day. She described a life of constant care, etiquette lessons, and personal attention. She spent her days resting and enjoying a life of comfort. She revealed that AIDS constantly held her close and showered her with affection after work. After dinner, they played games, and she later changed into her night clothes while learning proper manners. She fell asleep as he stroked her hair, unable to refuse his usual requests. She believed he was only teasing her and enjoying her embarrassment. She stayed by his side while he worked, growing flustered whenever he kissed her. During breaks, he casually praised and teased her, leaving her flustered. His constant compliments left her embarrassed and uncomfortable. She protested in embarrassment, while he simply smiled at her happiness. She stayed close as he quietly watched over her. She grew even more embarrassed, convinced she had been completely seen through. She realized he always respected her feelings, making her happiness feel almost overwhelming. After they confessed their feelings, she anxiously looked forward to seeing Iora again. She found Iora unchanged, still caring for her with the same kindness as always. She noticed Iora seemed healthier while quietly hiding her own true feelings. She asked Iora about her feelings for Leo. Aides and Iora revealed how much Leo had done for her. She already knew the answer, but wanted to hear it from Iora herself. She admitted that she liked everything about him. She described him as kind, hardworking, and unexpectedly cute. She compared him to Whelmy, calling him clever but a little spoiled. She described him as kind but slightly childish before going to meet Iora. Soon after, Leo spoke with her at school, and Iora's attitude began to change. She questioned why she had to attend an event where everyone disliked her. She refused the invitation, believing Leo was only trying to reconnect her with Iora. She avoided Iora, fearing her true intentions would be discovered. She hid her true feelings, fearing Iora would worry about her. Aides gradually broke through her emotional walls with constant care and affection. He taught her to rely on others and express her true feelings. She admitted she did not want him to take Iora away. She believed Leo's feelings for Iora were sincere. She realized Leo would eventually win Iora's heart. She admitted that was why she had hated him. She noted that Leo had said the very same thing. She admitted that both of them were equally precious to her. She hesitantly prepared to ask an important question. She nervously asked what Iora had thought of her when they first met. She feared Iora had seen her only as proof of their father's betrayal. She quietly reflected on how she had felt back then. She simply thought the girl was beautiful. She admitted she had been nervous before meeting her because of their parents' past. When they first met, she admired her beauty and called her a princess. She happily believed they would become close sisters and friends. They exchanged a warm and heartfelt look. She affirmed that, blood or not, Whelmy would always be her precious sister. They embraced quietly, reaffirming their deep sisterly bond. She realized she had been saved in more ways than she ever knew. She quietly realized how much her sister had truly saved her. She reflected on her painful past while finding comfort in her sister's embrace. She explained that hardship had forced her to grow up too quickly. She recalled that her mother knew she did not have much time left. She restored the joy and innocence she had once lost. She smiled brightly, her curious eyes and cheerful spirit shining through. She openly admired her sister and cherished her with all her heart. She believed her sister's presence had eased the pain of losing their mother. She was heartbroken when they took her mother's necklace and drove them apart. She worried more about the pain hidden behind Whelmy's shocked expression. She understood Whelmy's feelings from the very beginning. She hid her pain behind harsh words, but her sadness was always visible. She insisted that there was no need for such sacrifice. She suffered most from watching Whelmy hide her true smile behind a painful mask. Nothing hurt her more than seeing Whelmy suffer. She treasured the rare moments when Whelmy smiled again. She chose to protect herself, even though she could not save Whelmy. She admitted she would never have left Whelmy if she had another choice. She revealed that she had originally planned to rely on Leo. She approached Leo, hoping to separate Iora from Arvine. She hoped Leo would help restore her image and free Iora from Arvine. She refused to let Whelmy sacrifice herself by using such desperate methods. She quickly realized Leo was too sincere to be manipulated. She realized Leo saw her true self beneath the mask. He reached out and offered her his help. She admitted her own weakness and feared disappointing those she cared about. She questioned whether her choices had truly been the right ones. She believed Whelmy was the kinder person, always putting others before herself. She asked for their help to save Whelmy. She was drawn to Leo, but could not embrace happiness while Whelmy still suffered. She decided to follow the plan after realizing his feelings were genuine. She was certain Whelmy would try to bring them together. She believed the man Whelmy trusted would also be the one to love her most. She decided that Whelmy's happiness would be with him. She confessed that she loved Whelmy as deeply as Whelmy had always loved her. They shared a quiet smile, reaffirming their bond. They were finally able to smile together again. She bid her beloved sister a heartfelt farewell with a smile. She wished for Leo and Whelmy to find happiness together. She smiled, convinced that everything would be all right now. He saw through her facade, accepted her true self, and loved her unconditionally. She felt relieved knowing Whelmy had found someone who would truly care for her. She watched him leave, silently seeing him off with mixed emotions. He was left stunned as Iora suddenly embraced him. She reaffirmed that Iora would always be her precious big sister. Overcome with emotion, she broke down in tears as Leo worried and rushed to comfort her. She realized Whelmy had given them her heartfelt blessing. She apologized for making him wait, but he assured her the years had been worth it. She thanked Leo after finally telling him everything and embraced him with relief. She admitted she only wanted him to wait until Whelmy found happiness, and he faithfully kept that promise. She feared that her troubled past and fallen status made her unworthy of him. He reassured Iora that, despite the criticism they might face, neither of them would give up. She decided to accept the Lord of Magic's invitation after he fulfilled every promise he had made. She resolved to excel in the program and make full use of the opportunity he had secured for her. She hoped to earn recognition on her own, but knew the Ormeridge family would support her if she failed. She prepared to put her approved research into practice. She realized the discussions had revealed many ideas she had never considered before. She realized Leo and Whelmy had given her the support needed to pursue new ideas. She thanked those who supported her and looked ahead to the work still left to do. She admitted she had never received credit for her own achievements. He reassured her that her low self-esteem was unfounded. He encouraged her to follow her own path, promising to support what she could not do alone. They agreed to make the most of their power while they still could. She realized Leo still did not fully understand how much he meant to her. She realized he had saved her far more than he would ever know. Clartz officially recognized her as his biological daughter. She smiled in surprise as a new chapter of her life began. She noticed he had become more refined, and he admitted the change had surprised him as well. A year later, she received a message from aides and reflected on the tutor who had guided her and Iora in childhood. She learned that their former tutor had once trained the crown princess. She learned that the queen had honored Lady Calwella with the title of countess out of respect. She credited Iora's reports for her success and admitted she had neglected her own studies. Iora assured Whelmy that her success came from her own abilities, not luck. She admired Lady Calwella and revealed that the tutor had accepted the role for Iora's sake. She learned Lady Calwella had agreed to tutor her because of a promise made to Iora's late mother. She knew of his betrayal, but could not imagine he would bring another daughter into the family. She lived isolated from Iora despite their mother's close friendship. She suspected Lady Calwella had noticed the truth behind her appearance.